something. Oh, well. All right. So, printed off a wheel for size. And a snipe. And it fits really nice. It's a little snug getting it in, but it's like perfect. And then I need to figure out if I can print a horizontal hole and it fits. So like simulating punching a hole through this. And this is where I'm not sure how big it should be. So I feel like a 5mm diameters might be a bit too much. But I'm not sure. Hey there, sound. How you doing? Snuggy user.
Hi. You finished?
The Snug Master.
How'd you do that, Gidgey? How?
See, look at that spin. You probably can't see it. Spin. Oh, is it spinning?
She ate everything but her pills.
Gidgey, you a butt. Tried to go for, actually, I did go for a run this morning. Well, 0 out of 10, do not recommend. So this is 4.5mm diameter.
Ah!
I guess I'll try. So I don't know if I should worry about it wobbling or if it's going to be good like that. 'Cause it spins really nicely. Did I find a job? Link job? No, definitely not LinkedIn. Let me get it, because I don't remember the exact name. So let me see if I can find it real quick. A lot of it was just like Googling game developer positions or whatever, you know? In Seattle or something. And finding companies or game. A lot of times I would search, you know, game developers in you know, Colorado, and then I'd find companies and go to that company website to see if they had openings. My job is remote, yeah. But I found that job through this website here, workwithindies.com. It usually says if they're looking for a remote or not. Finji? I didn't know they were based in Michigan. It's also GameDevMap.com. I don't think I've heard of this one. Oh, I have seen this before. Actually, I did think I used this for a little bit. For the fun games. This is a good one. There are 2 companies in Alaska. Man, I wish I could remember the numbers. They had a bunch of people apply to the job that I was at. How are you doing, Alex? Ape gets extremely touchy with streamer. Oh god. That screenshot. Screen grab? Icon? Oh, I'll just smile. Oh god, I'm in the kiss. Oh ma'am. Oh ma'am.
Your breakfast is ready.
A hell of a video. You're up. Yeah, I'm barely up, I feel like. On a phone screen today. FedEx delivery coming. Naturally they're gonna overlap. Well, that's 8 centimeters wide. But how big did I make this? Really? I made it like... It's like 5 inches. It's like 6 inches. Why would I choose to make it that tall? Well, too late now. I mean, I could still change it, but... Let's see, does that actually fit? Let me make sure that this fits. Maybe I accidentally didn't save or something. Save it to selection 1000. Race car STL. Good luck on your phone screen, by the way. Didn't even acknowledge that part. Is it a company you're actually interested in doing the work with, or is it just like, here's a job? I mean, it definitely fits. If I change infill to like 10. Oh boy. 140%. Takes 100 grams. I don't even know how many grams I have left. The place you interviewed maybe 9 to 12 months ago. I know what you heard. Well, that's good. Let's see. What else was I gonna do? Oh, I guess look at this. I think I might need to extrude. It does put it out a little bit. I don't know. It says it doesn't need supports. Maybe I should trust it. I don't, though. I'd rather it not fail, though, because this is going to be a big, long print. Alright, I'm going to extrude those a little bit. But first... Did I spell it wrong? It's too early to spell. Sound, if it was, I found it much more difficult to find a job during COVID. So I would say look for both. Don't rule it out. Because I was looking for full-time positions only first, and I'm like, God damn it, maybe I'll just do contract. And then I switched to then both, and then I'm like, well, let me just start expanding things to non-game dev positions. Which I eventually got a job at the same time. That was a non-game dev position. I think I may have been telling you guys that. And I took like a like a 70% pay cut to work in the games industry. Which in hindsight may not have been a smart decision. Sometimes it's more about money. As someone who doesn't need money yet, I think I was okay. in like a year where I'm like in my neck, up to my neck in loans, I might be regretting that decision. Ooh boy, dropping the kids off early today. Yesterday in Java, the professor asked how you would store a set of grades. I tried to do it. Nice. Look at you, giving correct answers. Cube. So what was the dimensions? 88 centimeters? 80 millimeters? I can never figure out which... I really hate that Control Z does not change these. I change the value, I'm like, no, I like to hold the one. I hit Control Z and the fucking cube goes away. Whoop. Unit 15, sure. So then let's click on the face, click on the face, click on the face. Oh, did that wrong. Click on the face. How many times do I have to click on the face before I click on the face? Now we're gonna add a cylinder. Next assignment. Wait, the next assignment just started yesterday. Finish assignment January 15th. 3 months ahead. So what do I want? I want like 4.75 divided by 2. And then rotate it 90 degrees. Wrong direction, of course. Always going to be the wrong direction every time. And then depth, we'll do like 85. Nope. God damn it. Plus 80. Minus 40. Minus more 40. Wrong direction. That cuts out the whole thing. Cool. Although I think what I want to do, edit mode. Let's turn you off for a second. Did you know that this class is high schooler taking algebra, walking to 5th grade fractions? That's a very good analogy. I didn't think of it that way. I imagine it's pretty obvious to a teacher if someone really knows this stuff, but I'm not too sure if it's like, what the fuck? Did you quit doing that? And then this guy, move this guy up. Not realize I was clicking through that. I might need to go up a little more. Grab this, move it up. There, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so now we grab this, subtract it out, wrong way. This one, then this one. Grab this. Export STL. How do I want to do this? You sure it's about a raise used 120 weeks ago. You keep track on when you learn things. I first learned about a raise exactly 74, 120, wait. 180 days ago, 840 days ago, 770 minutes. I don't know, I give up. I can't do time right now. Test long hole. I heard someone say good developers don't argue over engines, they use all of them. Well, I feel like the first half of that I can kind of agree with. I can kind of get on board for that first one, but that last part. It's like 5 minutes behind. I forgot to look at chat on that one, so I could have been me on that one. God damn it. Tim. Yawning. I don't know why I have Tim pulled up on the other monitor. And delete. As long. Not completely. The second part is just facepalm. Yup. This could take 41 minutes to do. What time is it? 40. What's 40 minutes plus 40 minutes? Yeah, it's 7:30. I can do that. 80 minutes. I guess that's what I asked, wasn't it? I guess what I meant was what time is it 40 minutes from now? But so I definitely don't want that infill or that current users Team Salad has. I don't know. It's a good question. 3, and it's the 3 developers working on it. That was mean. I'm sorry. Wasn't that mean, was it? Sorry, other developers. Interesting. This layer is like 2. Cool. Say to removable drive. Eject. Now let me get this started. You should add. That would be pretty good. I would get a laugh out of it. Alright, let me set up this print. Be right back. Alright, in 40 minutes, we will have a thing. What the fuck? 60 seconds in Africa? Someone points out the obvious. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Especially reading that every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. Okay, that's fucking hilarious. This clock. This is great. Those are some good ones. Okay, so now that we've done this part, I gotta wait 40 minutes to make sure it works. Oh, well, the other thing I needed to do is what? I still can't believe I decided to make this 14 centimeters tall. Wait, that's because it's not right. I used the wrong dimension. God damn it. I'm looking at my math. I made it 8 centimeters wide. Not 8 centimeters tall. And I didn't even notice. God. Alright, so what? Abort? I know. I mean, the thing is I could probably still do it. I just did some other dimensional math figure-outeries. Like the car wheels. See, they got... That one doesn't have a hole. That one's got a hole. Made that bigger with the holes. Alright, let's do the math again. Got the quick maths. Maths. There we go. You can tell how British I am. But how easily I can say that. So we're currently at 148 millimeters. Actually, you actually get the exact number here. Oh, you lying sack of shit. 147.54. The current scale is a big old number. Actually, let's get the big old number over here. 1130. Nope, other way around. 80 divided by 1130. Did you see that Google had like a Simon Says for Pi Day on their calculator? this is going to be. We want 80. Oh, here, there's equals x on the scale. Okay, let's do basic algebra. So I think you multiply. Yeah, you multiply by the x, multiply by that, and then you divide by the other thing. It's great, isn't it? Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. Did not know that it was tomorrow. You motherfucker. It's a big number. You gonna be wearing green tomorrow? So I'm sure shit gonna forget. That is a much, much smaller car. Alright, Tim, I'm sorry. So, I may have did a dumb. I scaled the x-axis to be 3 inches instead of the y on for printing the car. I mean, that would still work. God damn it, just fucking rotate. I might need to make that thicker.
She's just sitting by your 3D printer.
She's staring at it. She's very curious about that. I might be able to salvage this. I'm not worried about material. Can't pitch me 6 feet away. I'm gonna grab one of those little the kid toys with the little claws on it. Well, that way I can maybe pinch it from 6 feet away. Good with the server size. You're comfortable with printing materials. Sweet. Yeah, I realize. I think I might be able to. I scaled it back down to something that was I think 3 inches roughly on the height now for this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to increase this diameter though to print it better. How big is that? Did I already ask that? Did I already say that? Zero, 90. This is 1 millimeter. That's definitely freaking isometric. Oh, of course I can't see that. What's going on? Anything has changed otherwise? Sounds good. Yeah, I'll let you know, but I think at this point it's just still going to be shipping, because that's what I originally said. And I don't really want to do the price per gram on this. So, the math's making it lazy. Uh, 25. That's close. Didn't I get rid of the freaking car? That fits better.
Cricket, stop getting fur everywhere.
So which side's the front? I think it's the left side. Yeah. I think I need to extrude these faces just slightly so that it doesn't get botched on the print. It's flying away in March. It's expensive to make video games. Money, the all-powerful. Is this the y-axis? Yes. How much should I move it by? What, like 2 millimeters? Oh, that's, don't know what I did there. Give it a penis? A kickstand? Maybe it's -2. There we go. 2 seems like a lot. It's like lined up at that. Okay, I'll extrude it out 1 millimeter and see if that's enough for the 3D printer to 3D print the things that it needs to do. So move this on the Y by -1. I should just have I done any print? I did the wheel last night. I'm doing a test right now. I did a wheel last night. This is how big the wheel would be with this scale, which, I mean, obviously it's This is big. Which is just under 1.5 inches. How many ticks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7/16, 1 7/16 for a diameter of the wheel. Yeah, it's gonna be bigger. Are you okay with a much bigger car by accident? It's be about 6 inches tall, 3 inches wide, and something. But the axle fits nice and snug. Could glue in just fine. I'm printing out a test run for drilling out the axle hole here. Because I don't know the size it's going to need to be to spin freely in there. And snug. Did have to make some very small modifications, which I think I told you about. Like the ones I had to do is I extended the wheel well up a little bit. I actually don't have a drill. You have a drill. What else did I do? Oh, I made the hubcap? The center piece on the hubcap. I made this bigger so that the axle could fit and be a little more sturdy. I think those are the only 2 real modifications I've done. I've extruded out these 2 so that it would print a little better. I'll have it with you. Well, drilling it is. Drilling in the center it is. How does the other side look like? Does it? See, now this has got me scared. Oh, it's because I can't see the edges. Okay, that's fine. Banana should suffice. Hi, Cricket. You coming up? That's true. You haven't come up to say hi this morning. She gets confused about the microphone being on this side. Because she's used to sitting on the right side and looking out sometimes. So the fact that it's like in her sitting spot. Alright, do I still have... No, I don't have the car in here. Let's delete you. Race car. God damn it. Let's not make that a thing. Cricket. Oh, you want face rubs? Never had a cat that loved face rubs so much. You're a face rub kitty. She was so adorable. She was sleeping on her back last night. I walked past her sleeping. She wakes up all sleepy-eyed with her paws on her up in the air. She had her head turned over, like, why the fuck did you wake me up? It was so cute. It was so cute. Rotate this 90 degrees. I'm sure that sounded great. Her rubbing her face on the microphone. It's gonna take 9 hours to print. Better get started, eh? Right, so now let's look at the layer. How long to ship? That is a good question. So it's probably not actually going to go out until next week, early next week, if that's okay with you. Actually, I can take it. No, I can do it later. Never mind. Because we've got a long-term vet visit for the Gidget that's going to be out of town. But it's like other towns have UPS stores, so like I could totally ship it from someplace other than the UPS shop that's down the street from me. Or FedEx. I don't remember which one it is. There's also a post office across the street, too. I'm going to ship this overnight. It's going to cost $174 to ship. Oh, I forgot about the mirrors. Ah, oh, gotta forget the mirrors. Okay, yeah, so this has got a support on this side. Sometimes it gets a little wonky putting a support that close to the body of it. I think it'll probably be okay though. If not, I'll sand it down. Good morning, Chai. I could go for some tea this morning. And there already is support there, it looks like. That's good. See, I can't tell if this is attached to the body or not, this support there. And I don't know if there's anything else that I need to change other than the mirrors. And possibly the size, but I'm kind of... I like the idea of making it bigger anyway. Made a dev tool yesterday. Oh shit, what was it for? Trying to return a $180 book. The only shipping option she had to pay was more. God, that's frustrating. It costs more than $180 to ship back a book? I think it could have been a really heavy book. Wait, is it really putting support right there? Oh, that's frustrating. They do it on the other side? Yeah. I mean, it's a mirror, so it's gonna have to. Which to the UK. That makes a little more sense, but like, fucking Christ, man. Autocleats events. Things you need. Locking door and stuff. Nice. That's good. Did it put those supports in? Oh, that's what that is over here. I didn't even notice those supports. I mean, I did notice them, but I'm like, it must have just messed up on the printing. But no, it tried to put these supports in and then just botched it on the very smaller one. Well, I'm hoping it's bigger, so it'll do a better job. Not sanding it down, baby. So I looked up online, Tim. I don't know if you're still here. You did just send a message a little bit ago that you're gonna want to put a primer on before you paint it. So the supports are for like they're supposed to be for things that like are printed horizontally, right? So like this wheel well, right? You can't just put things in thin air, so you put supports. This software, for whatever reason, thinks it needs support on that tiny lip right here. Why is it not going all the way up there? And so it's putting supports there because it thinks it needs it. But we just sand it down afterwards. I mean, the supports are easy to pull off. Sometimes they get a little stuck, so you can just sand it down. Where is Blender? Here it is. Alright, so what are we scaled at? Let's scale down the mirrors. Apparently I moved him out of the way. What axis is that? The X. Oh, that's gonna be... I suppose I should make that a little easier to glue on. Right, because that's just... I think before you just had to stick it in there, is that right? GX. That's like a rhetorical question, you don't actually have to answer that. As if you want to make it so you glue it on, we have to, like, match that up. Which I'm sure there's a way to do that in Blender. Just sticking it in everywhere. I'm sure that's what she said somewhere as well. There we go. Alex got it. What you want? Cricket. Cricket. Should it be a soft S? C? Soft C? Cricket. Actually, let's just select the edge. Not what this view's for. There we go. Beautiful. So, let's see. Oh god. Oh god. This might need... we'll see how that prints. This might need to be fleshed up against that. But it actually might be okay. Let's print it and find out. Or save it and find out. I don't know why it didn't, like, scale properly. I mean, maybe I just moved it. Is this not mirrored? No, it's definitely mirrored. I don't know. It's not important. STL, race car, mirror. Wait, selection 1000, okay. Race car mirror. want to... Can I just print one and then just do it twice? Is that going to work? No, because I would need to mirror it. Actually, let me just see what's going to happen. That might be okay to do it this way. I don't want it to be like going back and forth, because then might leave some strands. Have any idea on how to implement extension methods for your game? I just implemented some extension methods on Friday. They're with enums. So I've only ever, in C#, I've only ever made extension methods for enums. So for maybe this, I'm going to tell you this, it may be useful, it may not. So the game that we just started working on porting, well, some other people have been working on it for a while, but I just started on there with them, it's got tile-based movement, and it can only move like one tile at a time. And well, it can only move in one direction at a time, I should say. It can still move like 3 tiles to the right or 3 tiles up, but it's never like diagonal or whatever. Anyway, so you pass in the movement of for reasons. There's might be other ways to architect this, but whatever. So you give it the direction as an enum, so that there's an enum up, down, left, right, and then maybe diagonals, I don't remember. And basically it has to check if that next tile is valid move or not. So I have an extension method on the direction enum that basically says like like 2, let me write this down. Like 2 vector 2. Right. So enum dir up, down, left, right. And I basically have an extension method that says, okay, what's the vector 2 for this? So it would return 0, 1, 1, 0, -1, oops, 0, -1, 1, 0, right? And then I have another extension method that says like get reverse, which I'm sure there might be one on the vector, but whatever. So then this would return, this would actually return down. This would return up, this would return right, this would return left. That's the only time I've ever used extension methods as our enums. I've seen in the past in Swift, someone wrote an extension method on an array to help find things. That might be something that could be useful for you. Maybe it's pretty stupid, but like maybe an extension method to find a high score more easily. God, what the hell else? Because it's like, if you ever need a method on a class, you just put it in that freaking class, right? Ugh, right? Whereas enums, you don't really have methods in the enum. That's where the extensions come into play. Got no arrays in your game. I mean, you don't have like linked lists or any sort of lists or array lists or whatever. I guess I truly don't understand the point of extension methods. since I use them so frequently. Like I said, only on enums. Man, are you using any enums in your game? Can you shoehorn it there? It's gonna take 7 minutes to print the mirrors. Yeah, and there's a small amount. How big are these mirrors? So I think this is 1 centimeter. So they're about a little, like 1.5 centimeters maybe. Does it need supports on those? Yeah. I'm curious, does it do one at a time? It does not. There's gonna be quite a lot of banding. Man, I don't know. C# extension methods. Maybe there's something on the Google. So there's an example of putting it on a string. Examples. Got him. Take time I can't spell college correctly. There you go. Do something stupid like this for an extension method. You gotta be comparing numbers somewhere. Put an extension on the integer. Is I greater than something? Good God. What a dumb... I mean, it gets the point across, right? But, like, why would you ever want to do that? So then get into the accelerate code base. I mean, to be fair, you could make the argument this is a bit more readable because it's like x is greater than y, true or false, rather than... But, like... as a programmer, I've seen x just greater than sign 49 so much that that's more readable. Wait, what did I just click on? So what I'm seeing is that no one's got a good example. I mean, these are all like when I guess that's my fault for putting an example. Maybe I should put use case because when the Google's like, oh, let's just do like simple examples. Extension methods use case. Is numeric. I mean, I guess that's another thing to look for. I could maybe see that being as a thing to extend it well at, right? Like, let's say you've got several other situations where you're doing the same thing over and over again. Why would you not write a method for that? I don't know. But you can do that. So, like, let's say you're parsing a double, and this, like they're doing here several times. It's like you just do is numeric if you don't really care what the value is. That's an example, I suppose. Creative use of extension methods. Yeah, so here's the enum thing I was saying. Factoring model classes. Language. So then you got something to create it. Thank you. The thing's supposed to beep when it's done. I didn't hear it, but the wife just yelled that it's done. So let me go get it and test to see how it works with the rod. Corey, put your cocky ass into place. I don't know if that's the good use of mod powers. So that spins pretty well. Could maybe be a little tighter, I think, but let's see. that good? Maybe. If anything, it's a little less snug because of the little like teardrop that I put in. I mean, there is always the option of ignoring it. Do I want to keep it as is? Time both of you out. Put you both in timeout. Seems like it's spinning fine though, right? Like, I think that means it would be good. Why is that printed so weird? Right, because it prints horizontally. Okay. I think this is going to be okay. So like, and it spins. Cool. See, now the only thing I don't have is how to print this. Alright, how about both of you stop talking to each other? That's the one bad thing about 3D printing. I feel like there's a lot of like small scraps that get printed, and it's like, well, that's just waste there. Got the spear back. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to apply this modifier so I can print these separately. Right? Oh, it's going to be on cube? No, cube 01. Okay, okay, no, that's good. Apply the modifier. Now I need to break them apart. Which I have to look up on my hotkeys. Control J, combine objects. P is to separate. Obviously P for... Please tear them apart. That's all I got. Selection. Cool. And then we're gonna grab... Why is that? Oh, come on. Did I... Did I somehow have this edge highlighted? So it thinks it's part of that material, that object. Okay. Apparently... I did. Wait, is that still mirrored? No, it's not. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I don't really know what happened there. Apart. I mean, I guess that's true. Either way, P doesn't make much sense. Cool. So this is the left side mirror. Race car left mirror. So go ask him with your fingers pressed. That's the true. That's the yes. Once it becomes second nature, it's just like your fingers just do it without thinking about it. Export STL selection. I forgot to do that. Race car. Right mirror. I should have the wheel. Alright, I need to like carve into the body now. How do I want to do this? Just race car spelled backward is race car. It's true. How did I click that? I guess it's just, it goes through till it finds something. I don't know. De-leveled spelled backwards spelled de-leveled. Okay, so how is this gonna work? So I want it to match up with this hole, which should be that box. Give me the box. Give me the box. Oh, grab me. I like that one. Because it's like the opposite of embargo. Well, is it? Because embargo is like, don't show this shit. What is like the actual definition of embargo? Define embargo. Because I feel like there's like a more formal thing that I don't really understand. Impose an official ban. Okay. That's definitely a way more official way to say that than don't do this shit. Or whatever I said. Oh, grab me. I mean, yeah, it's if you're banning it, so it's like literally the exact opposite. It's an antidrome. Spell it backwards means the opposite, antidrome. I'm sure someone else has made up a definition that's, or a word that sounds better, but I'm calling it an antidrome. I've only ever heard embargoes like with reviews and stuff. So it's like, you know, for D-leveled we had an embargo of like 2 days before or some shit. Or like some places do the day of or a week before, and so that way like press outlets don't like get official coverage. It doesn't really matter for small indie games, but supposedly it's mildly important in the industry. Alright, so we're gonna move the cursor to this guy. Then we're gonna grab this guy, and then we're gonna move him to the cursor. So that should be centered, right? Yeah. The thing I don't know is what diameter this is. I think this diameter needs to be slightly bigger. So let's get rid of that, and then add a cylinder. 90? Nope, wrong direction. I am never gonna get these axes correct. So this is 4.5. That's definitely too big. There we are. Red is X, left and right. Is that the same as Unity? Does Unity have red for X? The real big thing is I'm like so used to Unity being Y is up, and I know it's like, what is it, left hand axis versus right hand or whatever the fuck thing axes do. That's this hand for axes. I just noticed that this was up here, so this is probably gonna help. Looking at this, hopefully. The axis directions don't matter handedness. What, really? I thought there was like, okay, I thought there was like, it was considered a left-handed axis if like Z was up versus a right hand, or versus Y was up or something. Because it's universally red, green, blue. Well, if it's universal, someone's gonna screw it up. Handedness is different. Bit to it. Cause I know that, yeah, I don't know. Math, man. I don't know enough math. Damn it. I was just about to say it's gonna be the y-axis, because that's up, but nope. Nope, it's not. Is there a way to... I can just Google that. Unselect with box. What did I do? Move this up. Left-handed, each axis could be positive, facing X right, Y up, Z forward, but keeping the same mappings in a right-handed system. One of those needs to be negated. Because he goes forward. Forward is negative Z in that case. Okay. This sounds like something I've heard before, or like I was thinking about the other day. a shift click when you're dragging it.
What stupid cat chewed my pen?
Oh, it is an egg, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure I needed to do this since it's kind of a small hole, but I did it anyway. It's again because of like the vertical. Yeah, I definitely think I would need it looking at the bottom of it. Now it's a teardrop. It's crying. The axis is crying. So now Shift D on the y-axis.
You enjoy that?
I did it. Look at that.
You
I
bitch.
did it.
Dang it, I blinked first.
I won the staring contest. Sad axis pun. That would be a good time for it, wouldn't it? Why can't I select you? Oh, did I duplicate it in the... Guess what we gotta do? We gotta tear it apart now. Box select. This guy. Wait, no, I want this wheel. What is it? Selection? No, cursor to selection. And then select this guy. Wait, what did I just click on? Selection to cursor, yeah. Blender? You doing okay? Put in the axle with a bump, what? Yeah, it's because you can't really print circles very well. So the top is gonna... If I didn't put the little bump in there, it's going to... The 3D printer is going to sag a little bit on the top, so it's gonna be too small, and you could bump it. I did a little test print earlier, and it worked out. Trust me, it's gonna be okay. Right, so this is the exact diameter that I just put in there. And like, there's a mild amount of wiggle. But I think it's like just enough because it spins really nicely, I feel like. Bizarre. You love the noise. Hey.
So,
Let's try this again. Nope. Let's try this again.
you want me to
Selection
take
to
it off
cursor.
the printer?
Take what off the printer?
The thing that stopped printing?
I already took it off.
You didn't give it to me.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were... I'm going to be doing a bunch more prints tonight, so... You're going to have plenty more options to take it off. Tim says hi.
Tim?
Yeah.
Our Tim?
No.
Different Tim.
Different Tim.
What's his last name?
Baudette.
But it?
It's like Baudet, but you say the T instead. Or spell it with a T and say it.
Is that like he was French, but he's no longer French?
Did you hear the question? Is it because you're French, but you're no longer French? You did spell it right this time. B-E-A-U-D-E-T.
Say it one more time.
B-E-A-U-D-E-T.
That is French.
Yeah.
Baudet. Baudet.
Boat it?
Baudet.
Boat it.
Baudet.
Boat it.
Boat it.
Boat it.
Boat it.
Boat it.
Boat it. Is that what he expected this morning?
I don't know. They're saying boat space it. I guess that is what we were saying, wasn't it? I don't know why this like cursor is not cursoring it. Let's try it one more time. Let's put the cursor over here. Wrong button. Shift S, cursor to selected. Now we're gonna grab this. Offset? I don't know. You know what? Fine, I'll just freaking remember the dimensions. This is the y-axis location. You're right, I did. I forgot that was a difference. Okay, so now go into edit mode, you said. Shift S. So I should grab everything, eh? Then go to object mode. Oh, I already did. Wait, isn't that what I did on the first line? Edit mode, Shift S, cursor to selected. Oh shit! No, you mean this one? Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I misread that the first time. Cursor to selected. Okay. Object mode. Object origin. I feel like I probably could have done that too, but 3D cursor. Cool. Thank you. And now move this on the x-axis. Hurrah, hurrah. It doesn't really matter how accurate this is because we just need a hole through the body. We just need it coming out of both ends. That's what she said. Alright, where's the tires? You're a tire. Let's get you out of here. Let's get you out of here. Nope. Oh, which one's that? Actually, let's not do that. I think I select this one, and then I do this. Nope. Always do it backwards. This one, then this one. I think that might be because of... I think it's doing the minus is different than Inkscape. Look at that pretty hole. Ain't she a beaut? Make sure this one looks okay. Cool. So I think I have everything I need to print now. That's for the whole, yeah. Oh, do you think that was like printing in the actual axis? Axle? Axle. Axis. Axle. Axle's the word.
I'm joining class.
Okay.
So don't cuss.
Try not to. No, there's a metal rod for the axle. Save. So now let's put the stick in. Can print metal? No, I bought this metal. Although there are some 3D printers that print metal, but that's like industry, like hundreds, thousands of dollars. Someone say metal. Did the metalhead wake up? Wait, did I export this? 1,000 units, race car. Export. Okay, so I don't want these objects.
Oh, I know what could get argued quickly.
Let's add this in real quick. So we've got one of the wheels. We should have the wheel saved. Then... Why is it black? Or there we go. This is it. This.
Okay, you guys.
And not only did I rotate it the wrong way, I didn't rotate it enough.
French fries. Are we talking like McDonald's, Five Guys? Are we talking Wendy's?
Can add sugar, flour, salt, etc., and it'll make a cupcake. That would be really cool. But I highly doubt they exist, at least in a consumer standpoint. Now I want like a vending machine that's just like you put all that stuff in there, and it like you say what kind of cupcake you want, and then like however long it takes to bake a cupcake later, it prints it out, poops it out for you. I like it. Let's prepare this.
I personally would argue Wendy's, but the time Wendy's had good fries lasted like a year, and after that it was no longer good. So now my current argument is, see, then it's like what type of fry? Thick fry person or a skinny fry person?
Can I not have...
Sometimes have good fries, but it's kind of a hit miss. They're either really soggy or they're crispy.
Okay, so it does print supports on that.
Shake Shack has good fries.
Alright, save to removable disk. Don't eject yet.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to Little Woody's, but Little Woody's has some good fries. And I think that they
So this was mirror right? Yes. So now let's do mirror left. Gotta rotate this guy.
Another really stupid place that has really good fries. That grocery
Pear.
store, Metro, apparently has really good French fries. Who knew? But they like to brag about the cookie, and I no longer think they have the world's best.
Like a magic door attached to your house so that whenever you want food, and 23 minutes the door, and voila, viola. I read that as viola at first in my head.
Almost done. I've got 7 people left to assign.
That would be pretty nice. It's like a Narnia, but just like a kitchen.
Everybody's here.
Isn't that called DoorDash?
2 people left. Okay, everybody should be assigned a break. Let's go through chat. What did you guys think was the best French fry place?
I'll make sure this is the wheel, right? This is... Yep.
McDonald's. Jack, we're gonna have to talk about this because I feel like my McDonald's doesn't season their French fries. So it takes
Expects
so
tips
long.
and delivery
It
fees.
has to be a fast food chain. JJ's and Chick-fil-A. I
car.
Ayla, awesome.
There's probably something about the origin on this guy too. I moved around.
Totally.
So let's reset. Rotate.
Wait, Arvin, how is that a good
And hope
thing?
I have enough
Like,
material to
you
print
can sense
this.
the aftertaste for a few hours after. Is it aftertaste bad?
Oh no, please don't tell me you're gonna put a support in there. I guess I could just cram the piece of metal in.
I heard in one culture, if you burp after you eat a meal, it actually means thank you, and it's like the highest regards to a chef, because like that sensation you're describing is exactly where that came from in the culture. So I don't know which culture does that, but I've heard that before, so it's pretty entertaining. There's a lot of Chick-fil-A's in chat, you guys. And that's okay, Carson. Have fun at the doctor.
Yep, it sounds like we're all in agreement there. I will complain about having to do it, but I will never shortchange them as well. I think they are underappreciated and deserve it, but I don't think it should be on us to do that.
Meeting wasn't showing up. Oh,
But
no.
capitalism, yeah.
Ooh, I bet that says a lot about a person too. Like, what is it? I don't know if you guys.
I wonder if I can I select a region to not put a support?
Yesterday. I swear I won't be that distracted with you today.
Select region to not add support.
Actually trace back where those recipes are coming from, like what countries. Oh, Arvin, you're gonna lose that. I don't know how you lose it, but that question about best pizza. Oh my God! See, now I get distracted again. But like, you can literally trace these family recipes back. So like, I was talking to my family, and we just figured out like how to get hands.
I should probably not look at this right now because I got work to do, but I'll work a little longer. Breakfast staff should be included in the food and tip. Should be entirely optional. Even socially accepted that tips are not supposed to be there. Yes. Tips are considered offensive. I want to know that.
Which makes sense because, like, my mom said family is Jewish, and I feel like a lot of Jewish people used to her, but maybe that's not true. That's just a
I worked at a Kmart in high school, and part of the thing was like, you're a young boy, here's some heavy object, help move it to this customer's car, which I'm totally fine with. Like, that's totally reasonable. Every once in a while there was like one or two people that would give me like $3 for a tip. I'm like, whoa, what is this? It's just something I never really considered, so it was very strange. I always took it because money, but like,
thick crust pizza. You'll freaking love this place. You'll be, I don't know, you'll be pressured to love this place because I swear. I guess it's if you like Detroit style pizza. Chicago style pizza is a different thing. This is Detroit style, which is different from like, what's the other one? Milwaukee style? It's definitely not thick crust. I guess nobody else likes pizza because nobody else is commenting already. Now everybody's been convinced to try Wendy's City Pie.
first I was bushing tables.
I swear, since I found this place, I haven't gone to anywhere.
Did they save?
Thank you, AJ, for noticing. But if you pointed out, does that mean you're not sus?
What did you guys share tips with waiters and stuff? Is that usually how restaurants work?
Oh, Neapolitan. Yep. And the whole wood fire flavor. Wood fire and pizza go hand in hand. Seriously, like, you can't go wrong with stuff.
Support blocker, custom supports. Okay,
Pizza.
interesting.
No,
So this guy's basically saying you take this object.
maybe I'm thinking of how
I don't know how he added it. Oh, he did add it there. Do I just keep clicking?
It doesn't.
Or do I only get one? Nope, I can do it more.
I guess now 10%. 100% wrong?
Oh!
No, I thought 10%. What's wrong? Okay, that's confusing. I'll show that.
Cool. So now let's
Oh man, happy
crash the
Tuesday,
program?
you guys.
No.
Teams is back.
I don't know what the hell happened there. Did I like click off or something?
It crashed.
that's definitely covering the hole there.
In Teams or OneNote,
Go a little
that
higher.
is due today. So if you forgot what that looked like, that is right
Oh no.
this one. We'll be practicing about it today. I also want to give you guys a heads up and a warning.
Alright, let's just scale this shit out of it now so I don't do that again.
Real video. I'll repeat that one more time. On Friday in class this week, we will be taking the real video. What that means is if you said yes on the permission form, you are allowed to use the chat or the microphone or the
What
video.
axis am I just scaling right now?
I guess cameras are more going to say it. My only request, so not a requirement, only request, is
I really don't understand what axis I'm scaling.
because National Boards does actually count how many people have their camera on for online class.
How?
I have a minimum.
Am I changing all of them?
Requirement, I think, in the rules that it's 4 to 9 people. Mainly because we can only fit, if you look, a maximum of 9 people on the screen. But if we hit that 4 to 9, then I should.
Your weird software.
Also, things I'm being graded on include engagement. So please make sure you're talking as much as possible. If you have no idea what to talk about, then ask each other questions like, what are we supposed to be doing? Or,
Oh wait, no, I don't want this fully.
my first step. Oh wait, go ahead.
To be fair, I don't have any other program to use. I mean, I kind of do.
Correct.
I hate the whole tip sharing even more.
Yeah, so like when I'll be recording the
Because
video,
they share them. See, I've always thought that the idea behind...
completely honest with you guys, I think this week
Wait, what? I could have sworn this was unchecked a second ago. Like, I looked at that and I did I just not see it correctly?
those 4 to 5 people, I'll be mainly
You were doing it earlier. Okay, so you said that too. So I thought the whole
everybody should have.
idea of tip sharing was like,
I would like everybody
you know,
to have
the
cameras on, and even if you're not talking with your
the
microphone,
cooks
you're
are
using
part of the
your
process, so
camera,
they should get part of the tips too, right?
your names pop up here. Just wants to see if
Which that, like, to me makes logical sense.
Also keep in mind if you said no.
I definitely turned it off.
You cannot type, use your microphone or your camera. Obviously, if we're in breakout rooms and you can't see me,
Let's move this over a little more.
we're absolutely okay to type, use microphone.
A little
and camera. I know
more.
that's really confusing. So a good way to remember it is if
Too
I can
much.
see you, then you're allowed to type microphone and camera. If you said yes to the permission.
Probably doesn't need to be that exact, really.
Yeah, but if you can't see me,
Freaking move, man.
I'm just gonna stop. Does anybody have questions by now? What we're doing on Friday? Why? How it works? When or when you're not allowed to speak? Yeah.
Oh, it's just the pool and the serve separately. Gotcha. That one I feel a little less... I think that makes a little more sense to not like that one because... Oh, I could just look at it this way. Because it's like you could have some shitty-ass server. Right? Taking all them tips. Let's make it 0. That is good enough. Now let's move the X 0. And then scale this to like
Okay, so sine of
40?
I know sine is
80?
opposite over hypotenuse, right? So, yep.
A little bit more. 80, 90. Cooks get paid more as far as I know. The waiting staff is the ones that somehow have this stupid loophole about getting paid $3 an hour living on tips. That's a single $1 tip.
You're okay.
Oof. Oof, being next to a high school, yeah. I guarantee you those high school students never tip. It's like shared
Okay.
shared tipping, pretending for the fact they have to deal with other people. Yeah, so there's a little bit in there, but that's, I mean,
I
at this
thought that
point,
there,
it's better than
like,
having it
I can
all the
see
way in.
icons and I can see. Hold on, let me check over here. I thought
Make
that
sure
there
there's
was more
supports everywhere
maybe
else, what
right
probably
there
should be.
because I can't see my icon up here on my profile.
Seems fine. Wasn't there a thingy back there?
Yeah, I think you're right.
License
Okay.
plate? Did I like accidentally delete that or something?
Is anybody else having like weird teams like Calvin today? Okay. Let me know if we get. Yesterday you did. Okay. You guys, seriously, let me know if there's a lot of people encountering issues. If it
I mean, it's
like
not
when you start
there.
into it's a lot of people, we'll just create
I
a
could have
new meeting
sworn.
and call everybody back in. Because I'd rather it work okay.
I'm gonna stream the print. Oh, that would be interesting.
Okay, that's interesting. So
I never thought of that. I'm definitely not now because I don't have.
definitely,
I
definitely get
can't.
this fixed.
It's
Okay,
gonna take too
good.
long to set it up,
Calvin, let me
and I
know
want to get it done
if it
today
works.
rather than doing it
And we'll
tomorrow.
try restarting so we can
Um,
call you back in.
but I'll think about that in the future because that's not a bad idea, really. It's just kind of like people stream other stuff. Could be there to hang out and chat, I
You
guess.
can't even see my icon, but I'm
But
assuming it's
I
there.
don't know. Not today, though.
Okay. Let's see. I think the next thing on our to-do list was to finish our discussion on 6.1 being practice, which was this over here.
It's gonna take 9 hours to print. 10% infill. Change that. That usually defaults to 15. I haven't really changed that much.
I punched. Okay, thank you,
It used to be a
Calvin.
plate, yes.
I don't know if it's old icons.
Well, I will print it off and glue it separately because I don't want to do this again.
Last week we stopped off on problem
Twist the
number
camera.
two.
No, the printer's in the other room,
Ratios repeated.
so it's not like I'm in a closet right now. So it's like I don't. There's no room for it
But we said
in
that
here.
because it's the same shape but dilated, that's why those ratios are going to be about the same or equal. Because if it's the same shape, then the side lengths will both be dilated in the same way, which is why that ratio is preserved. So this kind of goes back into
Cool.
some of the reasons
Save it. That's
if
right.
you know it's going to be this type of triangle.
Eject. So
you know
we've
it
got
has
the
to have
mirror.
ratios. So long story made short, a couple mathematicians said, I'm gonna find the possible ratio for every single triangle in existence that is a right triangle.
She did.
So somebody
You should like literally what you see here is the closet. There's like no room in this closet for anything else. It took like 2 hours to get the desk in here. We had to put it. We took it apart. We put it, assembled it in here, and it was so difficult to get in because it was like one of us would have to lay on our back on the ground, like in like a prone position to set some stuff up, and then the other times we had to like rest the desk on my back as she and I had to like go up and down to get the exact holes, and then she had to keep it there and screw it in. It was something. Hashtag married life. Yep. I think you guys would probably find it funny if I had like a side view looking in at one how messy my desk is, but two like how small this area is. I'm like Harry Potter, shoved under the stairs. Anyway, work time. I'll see you guys later. That should cause like a fit of bed in it. Ooh boy. Bye bye.